Oh.
Mostly here. There we go.
Mostly?
Yeah, just had to wait for my myself to stop looking distorted.
Gotcha.
Still waiting for it to stop saying streaming.
Well, it does that on and off. Oop.
And there's the cube. And
your Discord's.
There we go.
Okay. So, I didn't do much. I got in a little bit, an hour or so, and I started working on that bay doors. So you can come see what I've done.
Yeah, as soon as things stop lagging on me, I'll be there. The game literally said game paused for a minute.
So yeah, I was basically one of them's I stopped where the next set should go. You inside, you outside?
Yeah, I'm inside.
Just very large place.
Hovering above what you've been building here. Yeah, I'm on the upper deck above the upper wall of the landing bay.
Ah, there you are. This place is huge. So actually, I mean, this doesn't need to be here anymore. Like, I just used that to find the center points.
Yeah.
So the next row of lights would go right here.
Within this section.
But
and then continue on from there.
I don't know if the corner will make it to the end. I mean, I guess it will. I don't know how to do the corner. I was trying to figure it out, but it's too dark. I couldn't see the block I was trying to lay. But it should be the same. No, you didn't do the pyramid with these. Pyramids were 45s.
Yeah, pyramid, I was able to build that with 45s. This is a little bit different. I'd take out a couple of rows of this and worry about the corner.
Oh, no, they'll come out when you're building up the corner. I just wanted to have something to start off of down at the base, and up here I was just laying blocks, and oh, okay, here I am. Like, yes, obviously some are coming out. But I was trying to figure out the corner. I went up on the top where the sun was, and was trying to build it there. Make sure you got a couple of plates, and let's figure out this corner.
Okay, so I need to know what I'm working with at that corner. Let's start with that.
Where'd you go? I know what we're doing.
I am from front left.
Hell, let's go to the barge.
Upper corner.
Instead of trying to figure out where we are, let's meet somewhere.
Well, okay, there's the miner.
And the sun's on this side anyway.
Okay, so I'm at the barge. My HUD's on.
I'm just down on the ground right now in front. There you go. Okay, so it starts with this and this. That's the corner.
Yeah, now the corner piece for that.
I got this part. It was the inside I couldn't figure out. Because here it goes with this. And that. And this was like the inverted corner thing, but it was this one.
Why can I not get this thing to stand up right?
It's that.
And it's also not the right piece.
It's that and that.
Yeah, the problem is then what goes in here to continue making this corner smaller.
This is where I ran into the issue. So what I need to do is I need to go in first person. Add a couple more of these. there.
Yeah, now it's the piece that does this.
That's what I couldn't figure
that
out.
one.
Part of it's because I can't see it. It's too dark. You know what? I'm going to change colors.
Okay, I got this piece.
You got that piece. That's the light armor inverted corner. 2 by 1 by 1.
2 by 1 by 1. I almost want to write this shit down or take a picture.
Yeah, write that down. This one.
Okay, before we figure out what goes there.
That doesn't work. We need to figure out.
Because it can no longer be this one, I don't think. That would be there. Yeah.
And here.
And that would be there, but it's not going to be in those inner pieces anymore if we're sloping this thing down a little bit further.
I think it has to continue with this slope, so it's got to be this guy. No.
Oh, fuck, crying out loud.
This guy. Is that? No. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Ooh.
Oh, can't be that one either because
It's all right. It's right on.
it's going.
No, it's not right on any of the sides.
It's only no. It's yeah. That's wrong.
It's gonna be in this weird thing. Ooh, maybe this one. It's that one. Nope.
No, it's not.
That's got a weird thing to it.
That's a corner. That's like a left corner.
Corner with a tip. I don't think we have anything.
That actually works here, no?
I think the closest we've got is that.
I gotta see what you do.
Energy low.
No, I think it's gonna have a different kind of a hiccup. If we do with get me back to this one.
Yeah, I was looking at the same.
We'll just have these little hiccups around it, which give it a little extra definition. So we'll just leave this thing up as a guideline. Like I said, it's going to have an interesting bit of a stepped kind of a design in a couple of places.
Yeah, we'll leave that as a template.
Just around the corners. I honestly am not sure how we can make it any
I don't
better.
either. It's too bad there isn't something for this. Probably is, and we're just not figuring it out.
Yeah, like I like how they have both the when you're doing the 45 degree, there's something that goes across half and the one that goes across the whole thing. But I just could not see it to save my life.
You'd think there would be. They made the other blocks. You knew someone was going to do that.
It's like I swear it's
Got to be something.
it's still the same one that I've got on the inside. I've got to try something.
There's an inverted version of what you have. What do you have on the inside? You have
Light armor inverted corner 2 by 1 by 1 base. I think it's going to work out here too.
what's missing on the
I can just get it
bottom.
to lock in place. No, it's because it still goes flat. Yeah, I got nothing other than the one we're currently
Yeah, I don't have
using.
something for the inside here either. Why did... There's nothing here. What was in this space? We don't have something for down here either.
Right below this thing?
Yeah.
It would be the exact same thing we're looking for up there.
Yeah, I
so
know.
I
So
got
I
nothing.
mean, I've got that.
No, it's like it's all janked
It's
out.
fine on the
It's not
on the
symmetrical
bottom one,
at
but it's
all.
not going to work on the next level. That's for sure.
It's not symmetrical at all. It's tucking under, it's exposed underneath. Like this thing does not work at all. No.
Oh
no.
yeah,
Can't
yeah,
use
yeah.
that there. At least not the way
No,
you've
no,
got
you're
it.
right. Oops. Yeah, we're
Honestly, can't think of anything. I'm going to take a look at our supplies. We were worried about cobalt, so let's see what we got going on here.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem for another day.
See what's going on back here.
Well, it's easy, man.
You just got massive quantities of ice in you, so you're fine.
Cobalt. We have 329K in cobalt ingots. Like literally 329, not 13.6, like 329.
It's just straight gravel.
That's low. 312. We've got 1,300K of cobalt ore.
Where are you looking?
I just went to inventory and typed cobalt.
Adding them? You're just adding
plus
it all
another
up.
54. I'm looking at raw. We've got 1316 plus 54, 1360, 1370. Another 54. It's in 2 refineries.
Looking straight on the barge, I see 329K ingots in 1 container, along with another 7.85K in raw ore. Yeah, there's the other 1.3K in raw ore. Got tons of silicon right now. Lots of ice, like almost 6.5K of ice between this couple of storage containers, one in the back.
Magnesium's good.
Barge isn't hurting for much of anything. Magnesium, 1,000K.
Silver we don't need a ton of. We don't... Oh. And silver we only have...
268K of nickel. We currently have cooked 650K cobalt ingots. We're not hurting for cobalt right now. We have 11.5K of iron ingots.
Yeah, 13 of silver, 21 of gold, 1 of platinum. Platinum.
So, no platinum?
Yeah, that's all we have in platinum. Yeah, platinum we're at 1.1K, that's it.
I'm seeing that all I can see as far as iron. Oh, yeah, 17K raw iron ore and about a little over 11.6K of iron ingots.
Yes.
That's it. We are hurting on iron again.
Well, 11,000 ingots?
11,000 ingots. It would take 7,000 ingots to make... Sorry, 11,479K of ingots. So it's not quite that bad. But
No, it's 11,000 ingots.
11,000K of ingots.
Yeah.
The case thing, like, because you can have 20K of iron rods, but also just 20. Small metal rods.
Yeah. Okay. So
there's a difference with that K.
What we are probably going to need is platinum.
I don't think we really need. We're not terribly hurting for resources other than some platinum and some iron.
Yeah. Iron we've got quite a bit. We're not hurting in the near future, but
not yet.
What do I have on me?
Certainly not for the immediate future. No.
All right. So what are we doing today then? These corners. I can keep working on these walls. You wanted to start laying out jump drives, right?
Yeah. Also, something else I was curious about. I think I need to attach a quick antenna, and I was going to slap a beacon underneath the cockpit, but the antenna I think is more important right now. I want to see if I can figure out what kind of range a grav generator has. Oh wait, I've got an antenna on my Firefrog. I can test that theory.
How do you get range with an antenna? What do you mean?
It's a combination of being. I think you need an antenna to broadcast it, but you can set the grav generator to sort of show on HUD. It's
grav generator. For some reason, my brain was still around jump drive, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
My brain hadn't shifted out of that. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?" All right. Well, I'll keep laying some blocks down while you go check out that grav generator. Because yeah, we're gonna have to figure out these corners though. I got 2 of these walls done. I'll work on this one. It's so hard to work in a cave. With a black block.
Yeah, not gonna argue. Ah, there we go.
Is it something that tells you, or something visual?
I had to go to an info screen and click a box that said show gravity range.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Interesting.
What's the range?
I don't know. You might be able to see it if you come up here.
I gotta figure out where up here is. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Fire frog?
Yeah. He's much more green right now.
I don't see anything.
He's on my screen. This is, go to the, I guess, just, if you walk on the main deck and in the middle of it, turn left, you'll see the first grav generator.
Yeah.
If you go into its control panel, you should be able to like show on HUD. Or you yourself actually might have to go to the info screen and click on the show gravity range.
Okay, grav gen, info screen, so center, yeah, show gravity range. Whoa. Okay, that's
So it's kind of interesting. You can see I've set it so perfectly that the gravity ends literally at the nose of the frog on the upper level.
so that's the upper one, and then this is the other one you've got.
Yeah, and it also shows I can severely contract the
bottom,
the depth on the bottom one because I really don't need it to go out that far or this wide.
Correct, but isn't that part of the? No, your upper one did it. I was going to say this is the trapdoor, pulls you down, killed me once. But it starts just below the trapdoor, so I don't know which one affected me. I guess they both did.
Yeah, but you're doing this basically you need to have an antenna to do it, but as long as we have this functional, we could figure out how many grav generators we need to cover the main deck of the cube. Make sure they don't overlap with each other.
I'm just going to get rid of this. Go back to show center of mass. I don't need it to show anything.
Energy critical.
I'm critical again. Burning through a lot of energy. Okay. So you can put one underneath the... I keep wanting to say cockpit, but it's not a cockpit. The control, the bridge.
5 blocks in.
You doing the grav gen?
I was going to start with a beacon.
Okay. You can put that on the floor directly under the center of the bridge. Then you can put the grav gen underneath the floor.
No, you want the generator on the floor, not underneath it. Otherwise, it won't extend
Oh,
properly.
because it goes above, it doesn't go below.
It goes a little bit below, but
Okay,
not that
fair.
much.
All right, grav generator on the floor, and
Beacon's going to be directly underneath the command Z.
yeah, beacon can hang.
Okay. How far?
That's not
Wow. There's gravity on the entire main deck right now.
Really? Let me come up there.
Just trying to see how far. Yes. If you go to, I don't know, click your little switch back on again. I'm trying to see how far out it actually extends with just this one grav
Yeah,
generator.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up to it
Holy shit.
and turn that thing on.
Just any control panel.
Well, I'm right at it. Info. Show gravity range. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is one grav generator.
It only goes halfway.
A little bit beyond halfway, but that also means if we were to go up and out of the ship here.
But the left and right is amazing.
Energy critical.
Left and right is just about
Yeah,
perfect.
actually, I guess we could bring it down a bit.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to drop the depth that it's covering. And I think we put one basically at each end exactly like spaced out exactly like that one is. We just sort of trail this thing in so that the grav generator isn't extending its ass like 10 blocks off the ass end of the entire
Yeah, we can
cube.
bring it to the cube.
We may be doing 3 of these. Do 3 of these things.
To the cube.
At this width.
When you bring
I'd
it,
like to keep. It'd be nice as you
when
say.
you bring
these-
it back towards the cube, though, you're also going to shrink this side. You're not doing one wall at a time.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to be adding more there. The left and right is off by 1 block that way. And 1 block
Yeah,
this
it's perfectly
way.
centered.
So I can left and right, it's just... Oh, it's like it's 2 blocks. Okay, no, it is 1 block
One
this
block
way.
on both sides. It's perfect there.
1.5 on this side.
Energy low.
It should be twinned.
And 1.5 on this side. Yeah, so it's perfect. So I can make it a little bit wider so it reaches basically the edge of this outer cube. But if I shrink the depth from the back to the front, we may end up having either 2 or 3 of these things running down sort of the central spine to create the gravity field. To cover
Yeah,
the
we
whole
can
thing.
put one dead center. We could actually drop it onto the platform that's going to be underneath, or we can attach it to the gantries over top.
It has to be at least at this level, or slightly below, or it won't affect this level.
Look how high this one goes.
Yes, that's because it's going up, not because it's going down.
I know, but if it was sitting...
So we can't put it on the catwalk above this. It has to be on the level that we're currently standing on for it to affect the level that we're currently standing on.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking the thing would be flat. Like I'd just put the catwalks straight out from here.
Yeah, but it'd have to be still in the center line.
Can be done.
So, like, without us having to walk up and... I suppose we could literally just walk up and over it, but...
We can walk around it. You just make
Yeah,
a larger
right, so-
section in the center where it sits.
I'm actually curious. Does it actually go down? Never even had much fun up. Oh, shit. Yeah, it does. I was
Yeah,
wrong.
probably... Yeah.
Its depth is in both. Its directions. I always thought it just went straight up. I was wrong this whole freaking time.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, yeah, we'll shrink it. I was thinking we squeeze it, too. We flatten it.
It's as wide as we can possibly go.
Where are you?
So,
Like,
I'm back at the generator
right.
itself.
So you bring the top down, which will also bring the bottom up.
Yeah, it's currently all of its things are currently maxed out, 150 meters up and
Yeah,
down.
so we can shrink the up and down so that it's just above this bridge.
Yeah, so let's see what it looks like at 20 meters?
Yeah. It's probably still more than we need. Oop, nope.
Hold on.
Oh, 20's too low. It's
This
below.
is now.
There you go. You're at my shoulder height at the bridge. There, you're above my head. Perfect.
Okay, I'll make it a straight. Okay, I'll make it 30 then.
Yep, that's perfect.
Now, the field depth, energy critical. I'll have to charge up, fix this in a section. As far as the energy critical, as far as the
We
depth,
need one of those in
it's
here.
currently, again, 150 meters.
We need one of those.
Med bay, yeah. It's like,
That's where you put the antenna? Really?
if you could attach it to a pipe. It's temporary. That one is definitely temporary. That's why I wanted it somewhere obvious so I can remember
Okay.
to destroy it. It's solely there to map out
Okay,
gravity.
because, yeah.
And as soon as that's done, that goes away. So yeah, that one's very temporary, so I wanted it in a relatively speaking obvious place. My original thought was to slap it on the wall behind here below some of the gyroscopes, but then I realized I'd never remember that it was there.
Right.
Okay, depth. It's at 150 right now. 60.
It's probably okay. They might overlap. We might have to see how that goes. Let me see what's outside. See how it's looking on the back wall here.
I'm trying to keep it on just this deck.
It's not outside at all.
I'm honestly trying to make it match the left and rights.
So bring it in,
it's
bring
like
it in
1.5
even more if
blocks
you
in.
want that. We might have to put it somewhere else because if you shrink it, keep shrinking. I'll tell you when we've hit the gyroscopes. A little bit more, just a little bit more. That's good. It's covering the gyroscopes. But see how close it is behind you?
do-
Like, it's right here. We might be able to get away with two of these if we put this over here.
No, I just think lengthwise we can extend it throughout the main portion of the cube and just make that depth longer.
Well, it would be outside, too.
Currently, I've got it set
I don't
at
want it
20.
outside. That's the part I don't want.
No, not outside. You said when I was right over the cube, the gyroscopes, I was at 30. If I make this thing 50, it should still stay inside the cube.
But what I'm saying is you could probably move that and have it at, we're what? We are 250 meters long. You can do two of them and just do 105 meters each. And two would cover it.
This is how far back it goes at 50 meters.
You know what I'm saying, right?
And how close is it getting to the center?
This is 60 blocks. 60 blocks? No. 20 from 140. Yeah, it's roughly 60 times 220. You could do one of them dead center.
We know if we get one in the dead center, it'll literally will go all the way out to that edge as long as we keep the width and the depth at the 150.
Exactly. Dead center is right here. Like, dead center is lined up in my my lifter. How this got off the ground. Dead center of this is dead center of that. This is dead center. Boink. So right now you could drop one right here and see how it works where I'm standing.
Which is sort of one block up, but
That's
that's
fine.
okay. We can extend it down low a little bit.
Again, it can be moved afterwards, but this will prove that it will cover the whole thing if you put one right here.
All right, I'll just tear this one apart
Yeah.
and move it there.
And it's going to fit perfectly. Why is that empty space? Missed a block somehow. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Where's my wall? How do I get in here now? Oh, yeah. Where was I working? I was working on the last one.
Good.
About to start the last one. Nice.
Accidentally turned off my thruster, and as soon as I finished the grab generator, whoop, now I'm on the
Nice.
ground. Okay, first things first. Dial down the gravity on this son of a bitch.
Oops.
I like to keep it at a nice, comfortable 0.7.
Perfect.
Okay, field height. We were bringing that down to 30, I think.
Yeah, 30 was to keep the thing in.
But this is a block high. Then it
Well, that would be
actually sitting on that deck, but-
27 and a half then, so really 30 is probably still fine.
Yeah.
Hey, I can still see it. Nice. I don't have to go click the button again.
No, as soon as I flip to show on HUD. Okay, and yeah, this basically should be 1.5 blocks away from the edge all the way around. It's perfect.
Yeah, one grab gen does the whole upper deck.
I had no idea what extent.
And what we can do is make sure it goes down enough to cover the landing bay bridge area. Know what I mean?
Well, right now it certainly would.
Yeah, it would, because it would go underneath as much.
Well, it's going to come 1 block lower, and then we can extend it up a little bit higher so that it still stays at the same height it is currently right there on the inside, and then drop it down the same level on the lower side. So yeah, we're not, because the landing bay bridge isn't going to be much lower than the roof.
No, it's not going to be more than the 30 meters you've got it where the bridge is.
Cool. All right. Glad I've remembered that feature exists and that I learned how to use it.
Yeah, turn that off so I don't see it anymore.
I'm going to turn it off, but also I'm going to disable the thing in my settings.
And now if you want, you can go figure out... crap. Why do you keep...
Figure out what?
The center on the bottom for your for the first jump drive.
Oh, right. Yes. What have I got on me? Nothing. Let's go get some plates.
And then you can throw jump drives and batteries underneath. Then we'll see how much... You know what?
Let's charge up first.
I gotta see how much freaking hydrogen we got in this thing. How much ice we got left.
I'll hop in the commands. Are you going to hop in the seat?
Yeah, I'm still throwing stuff around down here.
All right. Well, just grab a quick hop in the seat.
You're closer.
Heads on. Cube currently is sitting at 10% hydrogen of what's available.
Nice. You can see storage.
Inventory. This ship only.
You got a button for that?
Yeah, it's one of the things you can cycle through when you're on the inventory screen.
How do you say this ship only?
There's little things across the top when you're on the inventory screen. The left stick will alter a couple of tabs on the left side, and the right click will alter little tabs on the on the right side. Large cargo container to stone 4.7K. Why is it only showing me that?
Because maybe there's no ice left?
What the hell?
It's already cooked all that ice. That's impressive.
Yeah, I can't find anything.
Okay.
Where is that storage box that we built?
If you're standing at the bridge, go off the left side.
Yeah. Heading for it. Yeah, it's got nothing in it.
Then there would be...
Where? And let's go onto the deck itself and find the major.
Yeah, he's inside. I need energy.
There's no physical direct access to them. They're all covered by pipes.
Oh, yeah. You did that. Wasn't me. Probably isn't any. I'll go get some more ice. Let me do a quick run for some ice.
I'm currently in him. Just give me a quick see if I can take a look at anything he's got going on.
Yeah, there's no ice in these H2s, so...
There's nothing going on in this guy either.
Nope, he's empty.
As far as I can tell.
He is empty. Alright, just turn that off. No, let's turn that back on. Let's turn that on, and back off. It's going to be a tighter hole to get out of.
Now that we've narrowed it a little bit, I mean, it is technically a tighter hole, but it's still like 50 to 100 times the size of your ship. Honestly, going into this thing right now, if we could somehow manage to scrape the corner with one of the little ships, it would be pretty much the same thing as when the Happy Face ship entered the thing in heavy metal.
Yeah, kinda.
That's how big this docking bay is, even though you shrunk it down.
Well, it's still considerably smaller. Okay, I'm going to get ice. I'm clear, right? Yeah, I'm clear. Alright, good luck finding the center.
Thank you.
I can see the hole in the side of the asteroid from here that I dug. And it's 2 kilometers away.
That's impressive.
So 10% was one tanker. So I need to do this 10 times to fill up what we have.
Correct.
And there's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 times 6 more tanks. Yeah, 8 times 6.
Also correct.
So it's going to take a couple hundred runs to fill up with ice. I think we made it too big.
I'm the one that originally suggested scaling it down to be the size of the inner cube.
Oh my God.
But no. You gotta go big.
Well, maybe we should just attach this to the cube when it's running and just drive the cube into this thing. Just...
Find a spot to hook up to it, get the thrusters running, stick this guy in the end of a long thing. All right, you got the drills running? Okay, I'm pushing
Well,
forward.
maybe we should do that refinery you were talking about and just make a shit ton of hydrogen down here and offload it.
Possibly.
Build something on this asteroid that we can feed the cube with. All right, I don't want to push things. I now weigh 4.6 million kilograms.
Yes, I guess that would qualify as starting to push things. Okay, what the hell?
Math not working out.
I just don't know where I'm coming from. It's just nothing but a pit of black.
Are you just counting or actually laying blocks to count?
I'm laying blocks to help me count.
That's what I did. I just like lay one down each. Like, don't even do gaps. Just they're easy to cut out after.
I need the gaps to be able to count them afterwards. Otherwise, it just becomes a sea of blah, blah, blah.
Oh, well.
Like it's one, then a gap, then one, then a gap. So the gap is number 2, then 4, then 6.
Okay. I am attempting to smash into the side of this thing with 4.5 million kilograms. Do you like some lighting? Probably not providing any.
No, honestly, that should.
It looks right from where I'm flying.
Yeah, and so it should go right out.
You don't even have to count, actually. Although you have to find this. Yeah, you have to count on one wall to find the center on one. Because you just go from the opening straight back, and then you cross from where they meet.
I have done 2 lines from 2 separate walls from dead center to sort of meet this convergence point in the middle.
Where they meet is the... Alright, I need to turn that off.
Yeah, that thing should be now dead center, that one jump drive.
Yeah, get ready for a bump. I think that's going to be good. Have some more ice, you big beast.
That's not the top of the ship. That's the top of the ship. I think. Yeah, that's
Attach it. Turn off the thrusters. Why did they not turn off? There we go. Okay. There's a whole bunch of ice.
all right.
You drilled a hole? Ugh.
Drilled a hole? No. I just finally figured out dead center for one jump drive, and I can work from that out.
Yeah. Did you drill a hole in the center?
No. I walked along the underside of the thing.
Oh, you did them there? I was looking inside the cube to see where you were laying stuff out.
Yeah, I'm in the underside of the inner cube.
Gotcha.
But I was wondering if you could come along and disconnect the... oh, shit, no energy. Might be helpful for not dying to go recharge.
See where I'm going.
Disconnect the welder so that I could bring the barge around to the front of the docking bay.
Welder, yeah. Welder doesn't have a landing gear, does he?
No, he can reconnect once we're in place. I just want this thing to be all the way on the other side instead of always coming completely clear across the entire cube just to get to it.
Yep. I can do that. Thrusters on, boom, boom. Disconnected. Hey there.
Yeah, 5.3 million 5.3 million kilograms. So the barge has moved in a little while.
It's the farthest it's ever moved.
Not counting being jumped by somebody else. Yeah. Where the hell are you going?
I'm just trying to stay out of your way. And then reconnect when you're ready. Now, mind you, I have 100%. I got 10 days worth of fuel.
I have 100% on my hydrogen. 2 days when I'm just standing here doing nothing. Stop. 2 days with power. I don't know why I don't have more. Should check his reactor. Maybe it's not running. Okay, how close are you? Okay, you're nowhere near me.
Now I'm clear. You can go straight up. So you're just going to stay floating?
Yeah, like I said. He's got more than enough hydrogen to keep here. Like these tanks are basically 100%, and he's got like 6,500 K of ice sitting in his storage for right now.
I think. Ooh, what's the clearance on tanker? I'm gonna check because he'll run out of fuel eventually. Should maybe bring the tanker inside. Connect him.
I'll go give him a check. Whoa! I hate it when my camera angle suddenly puts me 3 miles away from the character.
To bring the tanker in.
97%. He's at 97%.
Okay.
In 13 days of energy, he can hover there for indefinitely. Right
Okay.
now.
I gotta have to make a spot for him anyway in there, but
it's not necessary at the moment.
no. Okay. I want to finish these walls. You want to lay out some more jumps?
Yeah, now that I've got that sort of straightened out, I can drop a whole bunch more around them.
How many you want to throw down there? What did we figure out it was? We figured this out before. Your one jump drive took 6,000 K?
No, one jump drive has a maximum range of 2,000 K.
Right. And based on your weight, you were able to make the frog go.
When your weight goes beyond 1.3 million kilograms, that jump drive distance drops. I'm basically going to make a plus sign across the entire bottom side of this thing out of jump drive.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. We did some math with the leapfrog. You had 3 of them. You could do 6K. You weighed this much. We figured something out.
I have to go watch an old video.
Or we complete one and
we figured it was at least
complete
20,
one and see what the range is. It's one way to figure it out.
That makes 29 jump drives I have laid out down there.
Ooh. Never done something.
And a nice
Never
cross.
been that nuts before.
Yeah, that alone is going to take me forever to fill in.
Yeah. Welder. Load everything onto a welding ship. So you don't have to keep making trips. Alright, help me put these little
Other
things.
than these superconductors, I can carry everything for, I don't know, 2 jump drives on me at a given time. So it wouldn't take very long to fill in.
You can carry enough for 2 jump drives?
Where are you?
I'm just filling in little skinnies. I'm working on the walls here. You can either put the lights in or help me fill in the skinnies. We'll call it a day. Holy crap.
Definitely coming together.
Look at this thing.
Take a quick peek down below.
I'm looking at my door here.
If you stay at the F. Oh, I'm loving this.
Wow.
Take a quick dive down below. Let's keep the front of the ship behind us.
Actually, it's just below. Yeah, this is below. Can't see a bloody thing.
Like I say, I'm staying over at the back, very front of the ship, where the sunlight is behind me. You're all the way at the back end of
I
the
just
ship.
went into the drives. I got you.
Yeah, some light still coming in from the front end. Yeah, it's 15 across, so 15 plus 15 minus the center one on the second run. So yeah, there's 29 jump drives down here. We can always expand. And I figure slap 3 batteries on either side of each one of these things.
So like 1, 2, 3 right here. Boom, boom, boom.
3 in the front, then another 3, then another 3, then
three,
another 3, all the way down the long, and then all the way out across them as well.
Okay. So it'd be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Times 3, which is
16.
48.
Yeah, and then 1,
10
2,
times that by 2, 96.
3, 4, 5.
It will be exactly the same the
Yep.
other way.
So 96 bat. Oh my god, it's so dark. All I can see is the blue coming off the back of me.
Yeah, once these things are built and lit up, it'll be an interesting green glow because batteries and jump drives all emanate green light. Almost everything seems
I know, and it's the green I chose, which is pretty
There's
cool.
the barge. Right. Then back to the frog.
Look at these doors. This is something.
Should bring the frog around there so we don't have very far to go to get back to bed.
Yeah, you just go up through the ceiling, but no, we need to start bringing up. We start parking everybody. We need to make some spots. Start bringing the boys in.
Giving them a place to live.
Wonder how much fuel she's got now.
Went to cube.
Yep, and how much it weighs. Well, still 49,000 kilograms. It's got 15% hydrogen.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, we started at 10. We're now at 15. I'm back in my pod.
I hit a thruster. Coming back. We get the corners done. Get all that welded in. We need some storage. Need a refinery section, assembly area. Anyway, more to do.
There's definitely a lot left.